So many artists are going through this problem called imposter syndrome quietly. Sometimes the reason is clear, there is a skill gap, but majority of the times it is difficult to pinpoint why you are facing this problem. Chances are there are other issues in your life that have along the way affected your inner artist, and that is preventing your inner artist to show up confidently in this world. In this video, we are going to dive deep into this topic so that you can reclaim your inner artist with power from the grasp of imposter syndrome. Hi, I am Parul, founder of Restart Art. I help you step into the artist you know you are. Well, you don't get to step into that artist by just copying pretty stuff. You do that by stepping into your personal power, approaching creativity your way. This video is a part of a series called Mini Muse Manuals. I have designed these manuals to help you navigate all the problems that come in your art journey. This one is about imposter syndrome. We are going to win over this imposter syndrome and help you reclaim your artistic identity with confidence. So without wasting time, let's get started. Think of a scale from 0 to 10. If someone is on 8, the imposter syndrome struck artist feels like he or she is somewhere at 6 internally, which in turn makes their stance at 8 wobbly and causes a lot of self-doubt. One way is to somehow manage to feel confident at stage 8 despite feeling at stage 6. Through my own first-hand experience and conversations with many other artists, I've realized it does not really stick, because there is a reason why, despite being here, you're feeling here. This feeling of being inadequate can be coming from real reasons like a skill gap, but sometimes it's just very difficult to pinpoint why you are feeling this. Here I feel if you really reflect away from your artistic journey and see what are other aspects of your life that are informing your inner artist, disturbing your inner artist, or giving it the confidence. Is there anything that is affecting your inner artist to show up in this world with confidence? There lies the key. Like in my case, I had some really back-breaking, soul-crushing naysayers who rented a space in my head for a really long time. One-on-one interactions with them turned their words into a voice which interrupted my self-image for a really long time. It hijacked my right to my self-image. I looked at myself through their lens. That is where a sense of non-alignment to myself came in, and that non-alignment made me feel imposter-like, even when I had proof of my competence. What helped in this situation was separating what my inner voice is saying from the learned voices, learned behavior. It's like an internal work. You can do it with the help of self-help books, or you can go to a psychologist. The point I'm trying to make here is, if it is clear and obvious like a skill gap, working to fill that gap is the quickest way to feel real confidence. In case there is something else which is indirectly affecting your self-image, do seek professional help to clear up things. The bottom line is, massive action taken from a place of clarity is a game changer. And please remember, you are bigger than any problem that comes your way. Here is something from my journal. Learn from everywhere, but do not let your mind be led from outside. Confidence is a fine balance of evidence-based self-belief and openness to learn with fresh curiosity like a beginner's mind. I have one more insight on this topic, but before I share it, I have a request. If you are enjoying this video, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so that this content reaches as many artists as possible. With these two hands of mine, I can just reach a few, but us together can really help, spread this word to those artists who are struggling to ignite their inner creativity. Here is my second take on imposter syndrome. This open-ended nature of learning, meaning there's always more to learn, more to explore, can sometimes make us feel imposter syndrome. The thing is, whether it comes across as inspiring or threatening depends on what story we are telling us. If you see the unknown as a space for growth, it fuels you with curiosity, humility, excitement. But if you see it as proof that you are not good enough yet, it breeds doubt. Yes, there will be more stuff, new knowledge to acquire, always, it's a fact. But equally true is what you know, what you already know. It is concrete, it is valuable, it exists. When you see the world from this stance that yes, I know this and I need to upgrade myself to learn this, I'll explore it. You act from a progressive mind. You progress from yesterday's state to a newer state where you're upgrading yourself. You're not, looking at other people and trying to compare and compete that way. That is going to leave you unsettled. It's not a fair competition. Our journeys, our stories, our support system or lack of support of system are so different that it is totally unfair to compare. You need to stand in that truth of earned competence that you have. It'll give you a sense of rooted confidence that is based on your experience, not some kind of intellectual idea or imagination. This reminds me of Jordan Peterson's quote, which will really help you. He says, "You are far more than you are, and you have the capacity to be far more than you are." To sustain this confidence, stack proof after proof of your competence. When imposter syndrome stares at you, stare back at it with your rising competence. Do this all while, staying humble and curious about learning more. Stay confident in what you already know and stay open to newer possibilities. This combination, this balance will help you to give that strength you're seeking. Now that you're armed with all the knowledge on how you can tame this imposter syndrome, you are so ready to read the accompanying Mini Muse Manual on how you can reclaim your inner artist from the grasp of imposter syndrome. I have left the download link below. I have talked about inner image and outer image in this video, but why our inner artist deserves to be heard? What will happen if we will listen to it? And what are we missing if we don't? Well, next video is just about that. So I will highly recommend you to please subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss on any updates of this series of Mini Muse Manuals, which is all about strengthening your inner artist. If you found this video valuable, you would really like this video.